This is the Angry Movie Reviewer, and as many of y'all know my tagline. I sit through shit so that way you don't have to. I've done it with Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas, I did it with Scooby-Doo, and I've done it with Gem and the Holograms, the recent movie, and Fan 4 Stick. But anyways, this is not why I'm here. I'm here because the question I've been asked, what social media platforms am I on? I'm on Facebook, you can look me up, Charles Fox. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I got Snap. I got Pinterest. You name it. I'm on all of them. I had to get myself out there as a YouTube movie reviewer so that way people will know more or less what I am and what I'm doing. The movie you're looking at in the background is Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks. Pretty good film. But yeah, I was asked this the other day, and those are the platforms that I'm on. I'll be honest. I don't think I'm going to get as big as Jeremy Jones or Chris Stockman, the Flick Pick, or the Schmoes on this YouTube thing. But what I do think is if I get enough people putting their feet to the ground and running to my channel, I can niche out a nice little cult following. But that's my opinion. I'm not your traditional YouTuber. I don't stick to just one topic like movies or video games. I do a number of topics and I talk about a number of things. For example, one day I might be talking about, I saw Idlewild. The next minute I might be talking about my cat baby is going to have kittens. You know, it's just who I am. And speaking of which, I was saying the other day I went to Target and I found the complete series of Hong Kong Phooey for $13, the Hanna-Barbera Diamond Collection. And believe it or not, I'm going to be honest, I'm not from the 70s, so that wasn't really my time for cartoons. It was my father's and my mother's, but I did grow up with it in the 80s. I watched it in the 90s, same with Popeye. I mean, who didn't? You would have to be a dumb kid if you didn't watch cartoons. That's all I'm saying. The picture quality is great on it. I like the fact that it's the complete series and it has 2 discs. For $13, you can't beat the price. I've seen it go online upwards to from 40 all the way the lowest is 20. Just depends on where you're looking and how much you're willing to shell out for the cartoon. 13 wasn't bad, and 13 was in my price range. This movie right here, The Road to Perdition, I got it with Idlewild, Deacons for Defense, and Posse. I'll be honest, Deacons for Defense is one of those Showtime films that many of you may not have seen because it might have been before your time. It was around late 80s, early 90s type film, and it stars Forrest Whitaker. All it basically is a black group of men arm themselves with guns and they stand up to the Ku Klux Klan in their town because they're tired of being bullied and treated like shit by the Klan members of their town and not having the right to work the jobs that they want to work, vote the places they want to vote, eat the places they want to eat, and stuff like that. It's like a civil rights movement type of movie that they say is based on a true story, but we have to take that with a grain of salt. And they say it got lost through the tombs of time, which that I do believe because I had never heard of them until I saw it on Showtime one time. Idlewild is an Outkast movie. If you've heard of the group Outkast, then I don't need to say no more. They got a wild hair up their ass, and they made a movie about Prohibition era, but from the black perspective, with original songs and dance choreography by them. Posse is Mario Van Peebles' take on Magnificent Seven. Instead of 7 white guys, or a white guy, a black guy, and an Indian, and you know how the story goes, this is 7 black men that were cowboys. defending their town from a land baron that took it over. I'll be honest, I recommend Posse. Posse's a really, really fucking good movie. So is Idlewild. So is Deacons for Defense. And so is Road to Perdition. That's another good movie. It's just up to you on if it's your thing. If that's what you like. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to like what I like. I mean, I like them. And hopefully you will too. I mean, the same could be said for The Last Knights and The 47 Ronin. They're the same movie in similarity and everything. Only difference is Last Knight stars Morgan Freeman and Clive Owen, whereas 47 Ronin stars Keanu and some other Japanese guys that I personally don't know their names. But I know some. And it's the same thing with Near Dark and Lost Boys. What made Near Dark so popular, it had the cast of aliens in it. What made Lost Boys so popular is who didn't like the two Coreys at the time. Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. You know what I mean? And the list can go on and on. But yeah, you know, all of those things I've mentioned are things that you should really look into, and I think you would enjoy. And as far as animated series goes, yeah, look up Hong Kong Phooey. Get the TMNT complete series. I mean, Walmart has it for $50. You can't beat that. I got Batman. Well, not Batman. I got Superman, the complete series. $30. Justice League, the complete series. $30. You can't beat that. These box sets that Walmart's doing, they're doing them justice. I got Hercules for $40. But that's all I'm saying. If you're going to DVD shop, look at Walmart. They got it decent, and Target does too. I'm me, you're you, I'm out.